Hello, hello, hello. Woo! It's windy today. Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing today? Okay, it is so windy outside, but it is so beautiful. So, I apologize in advance for the strong gusts of wind, but it is so beautiful to not sit out here today. So, I'm gonna sit outside. I'm sure the sound is horrible. I hope you guys can hear what I'm saying. I'm gonna pull you a little closer. Just got back from brunch. Today has been, do you just have one of those days? Do you ever have one? Do you ever have those days where it's like everything just goes so right from the beginning? So, woke up today, took the dogs outside. It was sunny. It was windy, but it was like sunny, partly cloudy. It was so warm. I came out here and I had on like my winter coat, my winter hat, and I was like, it is so hot. My neighbor was across the street gardening. I was talking to her. Came back to bed with the dogs. We all fell back asleep. And then got up to go to brunch. And I came outside and it was like, oh my God, it was so much warmer than it had been earlier in the day. I was like, it is a beautiful day. So, got all that stuff done. Went to brunch. Brunch was fantastic. I can't wait to tell you guys what happened at brunch. Came home. Everybody is walking in the neighborhood. Everybody's walking their dogs. I just saw pool crew lady, her husband, number 2. Oh, they're coming back right now. And he was taking his 2 granddaughters down to feed the fish. Well, there's one granddaughter. That's the older one. They're both in green dresses for St. Patrick's Day. You know, very, she said, in honor, what'd she tell me? She goes, in honor of Ireland we learned in school. That's what she said. I go, you girls look so pretty in your green dresses. I said, why does your grandpa not have, on green for St. Patrick's Day? I said, you'll have to pinch him. And he goes, don't give him any ideas. He goes, we're trying to wear them out so they get tired. He goes, so they get tired. I go, yeah, I'm doing the same thing, but I was walking the dogs. So anyway, so just took Otis and Walter out for a walk because everybody's walking the neighborhood and they loved it. He was telling me, he was like, that leash that you have, that double, like, leash, he's like, that's a fantastic idea. I said, that was Alex's idea. He told me to get one, so I got online and I got it. Everybody asks me about it. I've seen other people that walk with those before. Oh my God, the dogs that have the, it looks like glowing eyes that come down the street. We were on our way back from brunch today. I was showing Alex these little side streets that I walk down. They're like side streets that if you didn't walk down them, there'd be no reason for you to ever go down them. And so this one, I said, this is my favorite street to walk down. He goes, why? He goes, it's just a dead end. I go, no, you think it's a dead end, but it's not. I said, there's a secret cul-de-sac. And he goes, I goes, turn down there, I want you to show. And so he turned down there. And I said, it's so scary. And I said, I walked down here one night 4 times when I was finishing Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Cosby. These are the exciting conversations we have. And so he went down and I said, see, there's a hidden cul-de-sac with 3 houses on it. You wouldn't know. You like go down and then it's like up this little street. And I said, look at the mailboxes. They even look like a serial killer would live here. He goes, why do you walk down here? I go, well, I said, they used to have like this whole woods that goes up against a creek. I said, you used to not be able to see through it, and it was real scary, and I thought somebody was, like, gonna jump out and, like, kill me. But that was me testing my fear, you know, because I'm trying to live more, like, fearlessly. So anyway, but now they've cleaned it all out, so you can see straight through to the other side of the next neighborhood. But then he was like, do you ever, like, go and get in the creek? I go, during my walks? I go, no, but you know what's funny is I said, I have this memory of like Caroline and I even remember her friend's name. Well, because she was friends with her in high school too. It was her wild friend. That's what my Aunt Kathy would always say, her wild friend. But they had been friends ever since like 1st grade. I remember like the 3 of us taking this creek. We like went through the tunnels. It was like one whole afternoon. I loved this day. I don't remember how old I was or whatever. They must have been like in middle school, which means if they were like in 6th grade, oh, there he comes with the little one. She got green tights on too, and she's so sweet. They're all dressed up for green for St. Patrick's Day because they're good Catholics, you know. But anyway, so my neighbor across the street, she got her green lights on her tree. I think I gave those to her one year because she likes to change the lights on her tree for the holiday. But then she's got her St. Patrick's flag up over there too. But my neighbor across the street, they're not, the gardener and the griller, they're not Catholic. I don't think they're anything. I don't think they go to church. Have we ever even talked about that? I don't think we have. Did I tell you this is blueberry crumble today? I mean, it was just like everything was like perfect in my world today. This is blueberry crumble. Okay. So What was I saying? Wiggle your toes, Peter, and it'll set off neurons in your brain. Why can't I honestly not remember what I was talking about? Oh, okay. Caroline's wild friend. I see her online every once in a while on Facebook. We're friends on Facebook. That sounds so old to say that. We're Facebook friends. I hate when I see somebody out and they'll come up to me. First of all, I don't like, unless we have 300 friends in common and I know you either because we're both sober or I knew you through my husband or like going out or something like that, I don't accept no friend requests. I don't think I've accepted a friend request in probably 2 years, I'll be honest. And I don't even get on Facebook that much and stuff like that. But when you see somebody out, like, this is so embarrassing in my generation. No, if you're my age, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you said it to somebody, keep it to yourself, okay? But when you'll, like, be out at, like a dinner or a restaurant or something, and you'll be, like, talking to somebody, and then they'll be like, oh, this is my friend Judy or something like that. And I'll be like, oh, it's nice to meet you. And they'll be like, oh, we know each other. And I'm like, we do? Like, you look familiar. And they'll be like, we're Facebook friends. Which means I don't know you, but you added me because we have a friend in common. That's weird. That's weird. Don't do that. That's weird. It just is weird, okay? It's like, if I would, like, just call up Tanya's friend that I've never met in my entire life, but because I saw a picture of her from 20 years ago, I'd be like, Judy, you want to go and have coffee? And she'd be like, who is this? Oh, this is Peter, Tanya's friend. Who? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like I want to keep tabs on my people. Oh look, this was Otis's last night. It's kind of falling apart because this was from like the tree when it. Anyway, if I put it down there, we'll just put it down there. But look, this was Otis's last night. Did I show you this one? He was really proud of this. This was Walter's from the other night. Look, this is a big one. He really liked that one. We're getting quite the collection over here of sticks. But no, I know I just pissed off somebody with that Facebook friend thing. People take the Facebook way too seriously. Tanya Jean takes the Facebook thing way too seriously. No, she does. And, like, a lot of my friends do. They, like, are real serious about it. It's so funny when, like, if somebody says something to Caroline about Facebook, like, she's like, what? Like, she could care less about it. I mean, she gets on the Facebook, but she don't, like, if she don't stalk people and stuff, you know. And by stalking, I mean, like, you see somebody you went to, like, high school with, and then you're like, oh, they haven't been on my Facebook, and, like, I haven't seen them I didn't even know we were friends. And then you're like, oh, and they're friends with this person? I'll tell you what's weird is when two people that I didn't know, like, in high school, like, I didn't know they even knew each other in high school, now they're married. And then I'm trying to piece together the mystery. Have you ever done this? No, then I'm trying to piece together the mystery of, like, because I remember, I'm like, they didn't date in high school. I don't think they did. Like, they were in two completely different friend groups. So then I'm trying to, like, piece the mystery together of, like, well, when did they start dating? Because I do know quite a few people that, like, got married and got divorced and then, like, reached out to somebody on the Facebook and was like, they'll see them in somebody else's picture and then they'll friend them, like, when they're 40. Oh my God, they're all in green. They are every single one of them in green. This is cracking me up. Mom and Dad just showed up with the two older ones. Oh, there's Pool Crew Lady number 2. She got her pink sweatshirt on today. She ain't on her. Oh, there's more green. They were feeding the fish, but they were real upset because they went there the other day and they had, well, he had hot dog buns, but apparently they had hamburger buns the other day and the geese ate all of them. They were telling me. But anyway, what was I talking about? The Facebook now? Solving the mystery. Oh, okay. So, like, and listen, I'm happy for them if they're in love. No, true story. Like, I'm kind of making fun of this, but I think it's sweet. But I'll, like, see somebody, I'll be like, oh, like, you know, like, well, this has probably happened to me once or twice, but I've seen it on the Facebook, like, 10 times, okay? And I'm like, oh, they're like, yeah. I'm like, how did you guys meet on the Facebook? Like, I reached out to him. I saw that his wife died, and I was just recently divorced, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the story, because I'm like, they didn't even know each other in high school. Like, they weren't in the same friend group or anything. I know we didn't really know each other, but, like, Judy's cousin, I was really good friends with Judy in high school, and Judy's cousin and we went to lunch, and Judy's cousin used to date him, and she was like, he's a really nice guy. You should set him up with Marjorie. And so I just was like, well, Marjorie doesn't want him because she's not, you know, Marjorie has a boyfriend. And I haven't talked to him, I don't think, since like 6th grade. I just sent him a message on the Facebook. I'm like, that's fucking weird. But hey, you know what? I'm so glad that it worked out for you. Do not do the Facebook dating thing, okay? So many people have used me and my picture as fake over there on the Facebook dating. Don't do the Facebook dating, I'm telling you right now. I get sent, I don't even talk about it really that much all the time. When I tell people, like in my real life, they're like, does that really happen to you? I go, do you not see the fakes tab? I've stopped adding to the fakes tab on my Instagram. That's how often it happens, how many it's been. People take my picture and they use it all the time, okay? I get contacted constantly. I mean, it at least happens like twice a week. From women, it's all, you know, women or their kids. And it's always women between the ages of like 60 and 80. And they're like, they're dating somebody and he either like works in Nigeria. I don't know why it's always Nigeria. Or he works on like an oil boat out in the middle of the ocean and he can't like talk on the phone. People, these guys have made lanyards, okay, with like work lanyards with my pictures on them and stuff like that, and it's craziness. But anyway, and some of these women have sent them large amounts of money, but they're so in love, and then they think I'm the fake one. Because now these people, it must be like one guy, not like it's all one guy, but one guy out there is telling the same story. And the story is that, oh my God, a friend of mine just reached out to me recently, like this was like 3 weeks ago. It was somebody I hadn't talked to in like probably like 15 years. And she was like, hey, I just want to tell you that you have somebody that's impersonating you. And I go, what do you mean? And she said, well, he started talking to me on the Facebook. And I said, oh really? He messaged her on the Facebook. And she goes, I just saw your picture. She goes, I mean, we're friends. It wasn't from mine account. It was like he had made up a fake account. She goes, he had a different name though. And she goes, like, she didn't even know, like, I was, like, doing YouTube or anything. And so he said to her something, and she goes, you're Peter Monn. Like, this is Peter Monn's picture, because she, you know, had known me. And he goes, no, that's a show. Well, she didn't understand it, okay? Like, because she didn't know that I was doing YouTube and stuff. And he goes, that's a YouTube show. And she goes, what are you talking about? She's like, you're using my friend's picture. Like, this person had no idea. Like, she said something like that we would know together. She's like, oh my God, the last time I saw you, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, that's just a show. So this is what they do now, okay, is that when these women call them out and say like, oh, my daughter told me that Peter Monn's like this YouTuber or whatever, they go, no, that's just a show. Alex is not really my husband. Like, I just hire him to act like he's my gay husband. Like, we're not really, it's a show. It's all just like 8 channels is just... And these women believe it. No, they do. Like, how desperate are you? Like, that makes me kind of sad, honestly. Because, listen, there's somebody out there that will love you. There really is, okay? But that makes me sad. And then they go to these extremes of sending money to this person. I cannot even tell you how many times I have literally sent, like, video recorded messages of myself to these people's kids and been like, because they'll be like, I'm like, yeah, I'll record myself. And I'm like, hey, Judy, it's Peter Monn. I know that you're talking to this guy, but that's not me. And they still do not believe it. They still do not believe it. But anyway, no, but I will tell you what my favorite thing is like, and you always see it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, Tanya Jean, her sleep schedule is weird. Like, she sleeps for 2 hours, she likes up for 3 hours. So sometimes in the middle of the night, she'll like text me, like, if Tanya texts me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm watching my shows, and all of a sudden, this is what I'll get a text. You, space, up. You up. And I know that means go outside, I got something to tell you, okay? So, Tanya will be rolling through her Facebook half asleep. She always spots it, because I don't get on Facebook, like I said, very much. She always spots it. And it's always these people having nervous breakdowns. I mean, I'm joking when I say that. But they get on Facebook. Oh my God, this one girl. Okay. We just knew she was going to lose her Facebook. She and her husband were going through this horrible divorce, okay? I felt bad for her. But, like, her husband was a really nice guy. She was really nice too. It's just, the whole thing was really sad, right? Anyway, she was posting one thing after another. We kind of thought, I was at Tanya's house. This was like 15 years ago. Was it like 15 years ago? Yeah, because it was right after I met Alex. But we knew her. Okay. We thought she was drinking kind of heavy this night because she was posting constantly, okay, about what a SOB her husband was and stuff like that. And he was a pretty nice guy. I mean, he really was. he was real cute. Tanya and I both thought he was like real cute. And I'm trying to think of like how old he would be now. He was just a few years younger than me, but he was real cute. And so Tanya goes, so we're like both sitting there watching, like Tanya and I used to watch Nancy Grace all the time. And so Tanya's like on her, she's like laying on the couch. She always has had these L-shaped couches, always different ones, right? So she has L-shaped couch and it's like this way and this way. And she's like this. She's gonna post a nude of him. And I go, what? And she goes, look at your Facebook. And so she had posted on her Facebook. To be honest with you, I still love her for this day. Okay, that she did this. No, like, it's so horrible. She didn't post like a full nude, but she was going to. And Tanya and I were like, oh my God. And then she lost her Facebook and everything for it. Anyway, he was a really nice guy. They were a really nice guy. She was really nice. They worked everything out though. They really did and stuff like that. So good for them. But when people are having like on, they're like, what do you call it? Having breakdowns on the Facebook, and then they're all of a sudden like, what do you call it? They're saying things like, I'm trying to think of something. When they're saying something like, oh, this one girl, this was horrible. This was Alex and I. This was actually not Tanya. Oh my God, this was like when we first started dating. This girl one night, she got in a fight with her boyfriend at the bar, and she went home, and it was just like one thing after another on the Facebook. Like, don't date this guy, he'll give you the herpes and stuff like that. It was so bad. But then Tanya and I are all of a sudden always trying to figure stuff out. Because you know, like when it's like always real cryptic, it's not like I can't stand effing Aunt Judy anymore, she can F off, and like then they tell you what it's always just like, that bitch. It's like that's what they say. Like just that bitch, ... And then Tanya and I are like, who's she talking about? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, when's the last time you talked to her? She's like, I don't know, it's been like 2 months. I'm like, text her, ask her what's going on. Tanya's like, no, you text her. And Tanya always gets me to do it. And then I'm like, girl, but I can't just be like, I can't be sneaky about it because I work an honest program. So then I can't just be like, hey girl, what's going on? Like, tell me your tea. I have to be like, you seem a little upset on the Facebook. Are you okay? But I will tell you this, okay? You're more apt to get people to tell you what's really going on if you text something like that. Then they'll be like, can you talk? And then you're like 3 hours later, oh really, he did? And then this is what so kills me about it. And so then as soon as I get off the phone, Tanya's like, the whole time she's texting me, like, what are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? So then I have to call Tanya and fill her in on everything. And then I wake up the next day and like, cause you know, like they done broken up on the Facebook the night before. I mean, these are like married people, okay? Is this like recovery people? We know a lot of people, like I'm talking about early recovery, people go in and out until they can stay sober. But like, they done broken up and changed their status from married to separated to divorced to complicated to we done fell back in love. He came over here at 4 o'clock and we did it so good. We're in love again. And then they erase all the posts. Do you ever try to figure out these mysteries of the world though? No, true story. Do you ever try to figure out these mysteries? It's so windy today. Do you ever try to figure out these mysteries of the world? But anyway, so yeah. I always I know so many people that get put into Facebook jail. How does that even happen? Who was I talking to the other day? And she said, who was it? Oh, it was one of my friends. Oh, this is the newest one that I did accept, actually. This is kind of funny that I just said it's been 2 years. No, so it's a mutual friend so it's somebody that's sober, right? Not that this is okay, and I don't love this word anyway, but she said something about, you would have to know this from, but anyway, she said something about a bunch of crackheads or something like that. She's been sober 20 years, she knew better. But anyway, she's been sober over 20 years. But anyway, I got a friend request from her. Well, like, the only people in common were, like, me and Tanya and one other person. It said she had, like, 3 friends. Well, I thought it was fake, right? So I texted her, I was like, girl, is this your Facebook? And she's like, yeah, I just started a new one. And I go, why? And she goes, because I got put in Facebook jail, and I got to wait 2 months until I got to get a new Facebook. See, if it were me, I'd just be like, I'm just going to wait the 2 months. I don't really care that much about the Facebook anyway. I feel like it's a generational thing. Like, nobody under like 20 does anybody under 25 or 30 even have the Facebook anymore? Like, I feel like it's such an old person thing, which is so weird when you kind of think about it, because like it started with like colleges and stuff like that, and now it's like I would say the average age of the Facebook user is like 60 to 70. And they're always posting stuff about their grandkids. And then I have like friends of mine that'll be like, no, like seriously, I'll be like talking to them on the phone and I'll be like, yeah, it's good, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And they'll be like, well, you know, like, I went and saw my grandkids last weekend. And they'll be like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I saw that. Oh, you did? Because I noticed she didn't like any of my pictures or comment. I'm like, I don't like pictures. I tell people, I don't like pictures and I don't comment on pictures. I don't comment on YouTube, hardly ever. Hardly ever. And I'm like, I don't comment really on anything. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, it's beautiful, isn't it? But I got friends that'll be like, oh, well, you know, like, or they'll say like, oh, I just got back from Jamaica. Oh, I know, I saw your pictures. Oh, you did? I didn't see that you liked any of my pictures. Why would you say that to somebody? I think that is so rude. I'm not like that on the Facebook. I just like, I don't even know the last time I posted on the Facebook. I guess I could look and tell you when the last time I posted on the Facebook was. I'll tell you a real quick way to be unfriended off me on Facebook. You want to know the #1 way to get unfriended by me on Facebook? Start one of those MLM challenges and tag me in some shit every single day. Or, oh, Peter Monn, and like they tagged 400 people. Ever since I started Monn V and I'm up for the challenge and every day, no, I'm telling you, you do it twice to me, we are unfriended, okay? I am not up for the challenge and I don't want to be any part of that. I don't even know the last time I posted on here. Oh, look, 9 years ago, the memory, it's me and Pee-Pee the flying chihuahua. That's a good picture of us. Look at that little Pee-Pee. I love him so much. I actually feel his energy around me a lot. Look, my hair was fly. Look at that. Was I wearing a robe in that? I was wearing a robe in that picture. Where's that picture taken? Where is that? Oh, that's in the bedroom. Anyway. Look, this friend of mine. So, I had 2 friends of mine in high school that had the same name. And so I sat between them at our graduation. And we thought that was so funny. She's in Indianapolis this weekend. Look, my sponsor did this picture of herself. She won't care if I she said she'll full on be in a video. You guys want to see what my sponsor looks like? The AI version of her. Everybody's doing these pictures. You know, it's her at the racetrack, and she got her 3 dogs in front of her. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Here's the cartoon version of my sponsor. Are you ready? Is she what you thought she looked like? It's a pretty good representation of her. It really is. Oh my God, she is so excited. She is so excited about that. Those pictures kind of, oh, look at this. Amy Slayton Halterman, whatever his name is, Brian. She said, I am getting mercenal right now. Amy's wedding pictures, can I just tell you, they are so pretty. You can come for all you want, but her wedding pictures are so pretty. Oh my God, this friend of mine that I'm so with, I haven't seen him in forever. I don't understand that. It's like old people post. Half the stuff I don't understand. Ladies. I want to show it to you, but I don't want to put her name on here. Has anyone found anything non-surgical that actually works for a turkey neck? See, I don't comment, but if I did, I'd say, if you find out, let me know. I don't care. My husband today was talking about collagen and peptides. I was like, I already take that collagen stuff. He was looking right at my arm. I said, you can get right off that arm. I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning into the hang. What was I watching last night? What was I watching last night? What was Alex and I watching last? Oh, it was Michelle Visage on RuPaul's Drag Race. And I noticed that she has the wings on it and she wears sleeveless. I was like, listen, okay? We ain't none of us, when we get older, are gonna look 20 years old, okay? You're gonna have the wrinkles, you're gonna have the white hair, you're gonna have the wings. Half my girlfriends didn't want to wear t-shirts and stuff like that because of this. Now that I got them, I mean, I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to lift weights and stuff like that, and I walk and all that kind of stuff, but listen, you're gonna have the turkey neck. You know what I mean? You're not gonna look 20 for the rest of your life. Like, stop fighting it. Just lean into it and be like, this is who I am, and I love my body, and I'm grateful that my body allows me to do something every single day. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna take the collagen and hope it works. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna drink a shit ton of water, because I do. It doesn't mean, but listen, and I am really supportive of anybody that wants to get plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, aesthetics, do it all. My husband's already talked about, he's already got planned out his eye surgeries, his facelifts, and everything down the road. I'm like, do it, if that's what you want to do. That is not for me. And I don't judge nobody for it. Honey, get your Brazilian butt lifts, get whatever you want to get done. But for me, I understand why people get it. You know, like my dad said to me one time as a plastic surgeon, he said, 90% of the time that people get stuff done cosmetically, they're the only ones that can tell they got it done. So really, they're doing it for their own sense of confidence. I think that's great. If you want to get it all done and that makes you feel better about yourself, or you feel some physical flaw that cosmetic surgery or aesthetics helps you fix, I think you should do that. That's why I got Botox. When I got Botox, like I got it twice done. I was going to do it a third time. I was like, I don't know if it was the second time or the third time I got it. I can't remember if I had it 2 times or 3 times. But anyway, my eyebrows were so arched. I was like, I'm not looking like one of them Real Housewives. I'm just not doing it, you know? And that was around the same time that I heard something about aging authentically from Diane Keaton. And I was just like, and my dad said, you know, just let it go. Like, I don't know. There was just, speaking of the Facebook, it's funny. So my friend, that she and I have the same birthday, but she was a year behind me in high school. She lives in Portland. She's a mural artist. She's worked on movies and stuff. She's a very cool life. She's always had really, really long, like, it's red hair, but it's kind of more of like a rust color. And it's always been one length and real long. Like when we were in high school, it's like here. Now it's like down to her waist. It's really cool. She always wears it up in like loose buns. It's real long. Well, last night she posted a picture of herself, and it was like a new profile picture, and like down to here, it's like all this is red, and down to here is white, like she's growing it out naturally. I was like, and her face, I mean, she's got wrinkles and stuff, but the sparkle in her eye, because she's always been so true to who she is and so authentic. Like, I looked at her eyes, and I was like, she's the same girl that I knew, like, not literally, but like, genuinely her heart is the same. Like, she is such a good person, right? And I looked at her hair and I was like, she looks gorgeous with that gray and white hair. Like, I love it. And I don't know, I just feel like, and I feel like that's something so different. Like, if you had met me like in high school or when I first started going out and turned 18, I've been like, I'm getting facelifts and my eye, I was that person that was like, I mean, we didn't even know about Botox and all that stuff back then. I've been the first one that been like, I'm getting everything done. I'm getting it all done. I don't care about it anymore. I don't. You know, and that might change at some point. I understand now. When I remember like watching Oprah back in the day, and she would interview these people and they would say stuff like, you know, I haven't had any work done, but that might change. I understand why people say that now. I don't know, I feel weird about it. I don't feel weird about it. I feel differently about it than I did. Like back in the day, I felt like maybe I didn't have a right to have my mind change about it. I mean, if I wake up next year and like my bags are so bad under my eyes, I want to get them done, I'll get it done. If I want to get Botox again, I'll get Botox again. I'll get online. This is the thing when I get accused of all this shit. People are like, oh, he's doing this or he got that done or whatever. Listen, I'm 53 years old. I don't have anything to hide from, okay? I said what I said. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, okay? If I'm going to do something, I'm going to get on here. If I get a Brazilian butt lift, y'all will be the first ones to know. Number one, because it's going to be painful as shit. Number two, I've spent too much money on it, okay? That you're going to know. If I get my eyes done or my lips, I'm not going to try to hide from that. I'll get on here and be like, that's what I'm doing. That's what I did. I don't understand why people hide from stuff like that. You know what I mean? I really don't get it. So anyway, but if I change my mind, but I'll tell you, the biggest thing about cosmetic surgery to me, the reason why I've never wanted it is because I'm not a big fan of surgery, like, at all. I've never, like, willingly, now I'm trying to say this, like, had to go under anesthetic for, like, a surgery. Like, have I? I can't think. I mean, where I knew, like, after the, well, I mean, where I knew, like, I think they had to anesthetize me for doing, like, the MRIs and stuff like that right at the beginning. But I don't remember that. I mean, not that I remember where, like, I went into, like, they were doing surgery on my arm or something like that. Like, I don't remember that. But anyway, and I'm not a big fan of surgery. Like, it scares the hell out of me. It always has. So for me to, like, willingly go in and have surgery done on my face, and they could mess it up, you know, no. Like, my dad would tell me stories, like, if you did not go to somebody that knew what they were doing right with, like, Botox, that if, like, they had a nerve, like, it would just, like, your face would be screwed up for the rest of your life. Like, that scared the shit out of me. That wasn't why I stopped doing it. I will tell you this. So, the first time that I had it done, I think it was, like, 6 weeks, 8 weeks before our wedding was the first time that I had Botox. The camera stopped. I can't believe I'm at 30 minutes already. I was really kind of resistant to it and talked to my dad quite a bit about it. And, you know, he was like, if you want to do it, like, I'll refer you to somebody to blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, Pete, it really will make a difference. He's always told me, though, like, if you're going to start it, like, this is the thing with Botox, I guess. Like, if you're going to start it, you're really supposed to start it earlier. Like, before it happens. But then you have to do it for so long so that the wrinkles really never, like, evolve. At this point, I mean, it's not, like, going to fix this. What I really wanted gone at the time was this. I love this now. Do you see this wrinkle right here? I love that so much. But at the time, I was so over it. Well, however long you're supposed to get it before you can really see effects, I think it's like 6 weeks. Well, it's really like 2 weeks before you can see it. But like 4 to 6, I think it was maybe 4 weeks before we got married. I got it done. And I will tell you, it really, I don't know if it was my age. Because, you know, I was 30, what was I, 39? Or, I don't know why, but I could really, really tell a difference. And so then, I think it was 6 months after that. Maybe I got it, did I get it 2 times or 3 times? I can't remember. I got it like 6 months after that, or 8 months after that, whenever they recommend. And then, either that time or I got it 3 times, I was like, I need to get my feet done before we go to Florida. But after that, I was like, I'm done. Like, my eyebrows were arching and all this kind of stuff. And then I had a lot of people, when I complained about it, said, well, if you keep on doing it, blah, 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 whatever. But, like, Alex loves all that stuff. He's always talking about it. He's always like, I saw this, I saw that. You know what's funny is, Tanya's always talking to me about, like, she wants to get those full body scans for preventative health. Like, that's what you talk about when you get older. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see myself really doing any of that again. I don't. Like, I mean, and I think when I say that, it's like when people ask you if you want kids and you say no. First of all, I'm 53 years old. Okay, I cannot believe that people still ask me if I want kids. Are you... No, I don't want to be in my 70s when I have a kid in college. Are you kidding me? No, that's crazy. And I know that that's people's dreams and they want to have kids. I'm just being completely honest today. Let's just be completely honest about everything. Why would we not, right? Like, Bo's on Beverly Hills. Okay, I just had this friend of mine. He's like, I think they're both like a year or two older than me. Maybe... I've talked about them on here before. Like, they have pictures with their infant that's like a year old. I'm like, what are you thinking? Like, these are the end years of our lives, and you are raising a toddler at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, if that's your dream, I understand that. Like, if you're like, all my life I wanted it, hey, like, that makes me really happy for you. But I just cannot even imagine. Look, my back hurts my back hurts every night, okay? As I'm getting into bed, and I'm thinking, do I need to pee one more time before I go to bed? Or can I, you know what I mean? Should I pee now or should I read my chapter in the Kindle? Okay, I cannot imagine waking up at 3 in the morning to do no feedings and diaper changes. That is just not my life, okay? And I think sometimes because I'm like on this like YouTube space or online or whatever with a bunch of youngsters, that I feel like it ages me more than it does. Like, I watch Brad Pitt in F1. Brad's older than I am. I think he looks younger than I do. I don't know. I think the white hair ages me so much, but if I had brown hair, maybe I wouldn't look so old, but I'm not going to change it. I love my white hair. But anyway, it's not even about looks to me. It's like, you just don't, I've told this story before, but I remember calling my dad. I don't remember how old I was, but I called my dad and I said, Dad, I think something's wrong. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, I keep on waking up and like, my lower back, like, really, really hurts. And he goes, oh, Pete, that does sound bad. And I said, do you know what it, he goes, I think I know what it is. I go, you do? And he goes, yeah. He goes, it's called getting older, Pete. I mean, it is kind of true, though. Like, you notice things that, like, you wouldn't, I don't know, just, it's stupid stuff, but that 20 years ago I would have thought was, like, a medical issue, and now I'm just like, yeah, part of it's just getting older, you know? So, Anyway. We done talked about the Facebook. We done talked about cosmetic surgery. Aesthetics. Anyway, tonight's the Oscars. I'm really excited about it. I actually wanted to go to the grocery store and get all this cheese and all this kind of stuff. Do you know how much crap I have in there from Trader Joe's that I haven't even touched that I reviewed? I'm like, I think we'll make a little tray up of some of this stuff tonight. Okay, we don't need to be buying more cheese in honor of Mom. In honor of my mom, I will probably make a pot of coffee tonight instead of just Keurig's. But I was like, so Alex goes, I said, he knows the Oscars are on tonight. He has no desire to watch them with him. He'll probably come down at different parts and watch a little bit. But he might watch the red carpet. He was like, are you going to report on the red carpet? I go, no. He goes, you're not. Oh, by the way, because I know somebody out there is going to be like, he is so serious and pissed off about this. It was a total joke. Kind of. I really thought my what is it called? My movie predictions for the Oscars video. Hold on. I really thought this movie was just gonna blow right off. Okay, like this video. Oh, she is kind of doing good for that channel though. My #1 video for the week is sitting at 824. My Oscar predictions videos. 824 views right now. Okay, but these glasses are so dirty. Look at that. 824 views. I mean, these videos are getting like 40, 100,000 views from like movie people. And some of these movie people have been around for like 2 months. Okay, so on my Instagram, I posted it. Look, now I hardly ever do this, okay? I posted it on my Instagram, do you see? Okay, well, you know how you can see how many people then watched your Instagram? 1,776 people then looked at that Instagram reel. Okay? How many views did I get? 893? Half of that. Oh, look, it was Thumbelina's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Thumbelina! So I put this up on my Instagram. Just FYI, I can see how many of you looked at my story but didn't watch my Oscar predictions video or subscribe to my movie review channel. Now get to it. And somebody messaged me. It's somebody, I'm joking about this, but she said, you don't even like any of the movies. I was like, yes, I did. You don't watch my reviews, obviously, because I did like some of the movies. I haven't even told you yet what happened at, what is this? Oh, Robin said, I'll just tell him myself. It's me. Ha ha ha. That's cute. Aww. People are being real sweet about it. Somebody said, sorry about that, Dun. Aww. See, people send me like these little dog memes and stuff like that. I love that. Okay, let me tell you what happened at brunch real quick. No, but my day has been like so good all day long. So, went to brunch. Weather's beautiful outside. Oscars are on tonight. My plan was going to be that after I get done vlogging, I don't even know if I told you what time it is. So it's 4:22 right now. So I've got about, I don't know, 22 minutes left. Ooh, that's weird. Angel numbers. If you know, you know. 2222. I was going to take a nap. So the official, I don't know this couple. They're older, so they look like they live in here, but they look very serious. I don't think I've ever seen them before. He was walking with his arms behind like this. So the official Oscars, I think like the pre-show starts at 3:30, like it's already started. And then the red carpet starts at 5:30. And then the Oscars start at 7. They're supposed to go to 11, but they'll probably go to like 12:30 or something like that. I'm really excited about it. I am, even though there's not like tons of these movies I'm watching. The fact that I've like watched everything. Last night I was going to watch some of the documentaries and stuff, but I'll be really honest with you. To not have to watch a show and take notes last night, I got it from my nap and I was like, okay, I went in. Here, let me show you. I was talking about this yesterday. I went in and here's what I did. You can see. I took pictures of the books that I was going to send back to Kindle Unlimited Library, and then I downloaded new books. Well, I actually bought a book too. It was like $14.99. So because I'm enjoying reading more on my Kindle, and I've got so many physical copy books that I like started, I really wanted to read the James Patterson Viola Davis book. I actually heard it's really, really good. So I downloaded it on Kindle because I was like, I'm more likely to read it on Kindle, and I'm already reading 2 James Patterson books right now, and a Frida McFadden, so let's just do this. So I downloaded that. I downloaded a horror novel It's about tape cassettes that this girl finds, and she has a podcast. I downloaded another Apocalypse book. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, and I downloaded book 2 and the Beyond the Shadows book. The one that takes place in Savannah. Okay, book 2, not as wordy. Not as wordy at all. I started it last night. And I have to tell you, I ended on that last night when I went to sleep because it just is so cozy. I really do like that series. I love the characters. Emma and Graham and Margaret. And the second one is about a 12 or I think she's 13-year-old girl whose sister goes missing. And they're like in well, I can't tell you too much about it. But they're living in this apartment, and like the landlord's trying to get the apartment from them because they fixed it up. And if they don't come back or pay rent in like a week, then he can kick them out. And so she thinks that he had something to do with her sister's disappearance. I'm only like on chapter 3. But I love it. It's not as wordy as the first one was. So I don't know if maybe she found her way the second time or something, but I love the characters in it. This is the Savannah Sleuth series. But anyway, so I was going to take a nap. I was like, maybe I'll take a short nap tonight. But I think after the Oscars are done, I'll probably take a nap. Because I'll probably be like, oh my God. I think I'm going to take a quick walk, is what I'm going to do. As soon as this gets done. Well, this is just rendering, and then I can upload while the Oscars are on. I probably won't sit down and watch. I'm not, I don't love the red carpet stuff. It's not like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I'd rather watch clips of it on Instagram. So when this gets done, when I get done with this vlog, I will probably walk for like an hour and then come back, take a shower, put my comfy clothes on, and then it'll be time for the Oscars. So I'm excited about that. Okay, let me tell you what happened today. So you guys remember a couple weeks ago, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I told you that I went to Patashu. Amy, hey Amy! It's Amy's birthday tomorrow. Okay, so Amy last time and her friend were at Cafe Patashu last time, and they came up to me and they said hi and stuff like that, and they were super, super nice. Well, she asked me, she said, can you write out Be Too Much? I've never been asked ever. This is like, I don't know, this has totally made my day. She asked me if I could write out Be Too Much in my handwriting because she wanted to get it tattooed, okay? I have to be honest, at first, I told her this today. I was kind of like, you didn't post the pictures and stuff, so I was kind of like, is she one of my stalkers? Like, I didn't know, you know what I mean? They were super nice, though. She was like, no, she was totally joking. Anyway, or she was like, no, she knew. I was like, I'm joking. She goes, I know you're joking. Anyway, so that was that. Well, today, they were sitting by the coffee maker. Okay, so there's like a coffee bar in the middle, not in the middle, but on the side, but like in the middle of the restaurant. They were sitting like right next to it. We always sit in the same section in the very back because it's where our friend that's a server, like she serves those 4 tables. So we always sit over there. Well, it was interesting because Alex usually sits with his back against the wall, facing out. And I usually face with my back against the room. But today I was like, I'm going to sit in this chair. And he goes, I said, do you mind looking at the wall? He goes, well, you'll be sitting there, so I'll be looking at you. So I was sitting there. I went up and I got coffee. I'm not like, I know when I say this, people don't get it. Like, social anxiety is like, I kind of like just look down and kind of do my thing. Like, I don't, unless I see somebody that like says hi to me or whatever, like I don't. Okay. So anyway, I didn't see them sitting there at all. I literally like got my coffee and then like I walked back. Okay. So, I'm trying to think of what her friend's name was. She might not want me to share it, first of all, because of what she shared with me today. So, but birthday girl's name is Amy. So everybody say happy birthday to Amy. I don't know if she watches my vlog or not. Anyway, so I'm sitting back and I'm like, I can't see real well, like close up. Okay, when they came in before, our friend that's a server was like, that was so nice that she came up to you and blah, 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 and whatever. And because it's happened at Patashu a couple times. People know we go to brunch at Patashu, so like if somebody's like, they'll get a brunch at Patashu, and then I feel bad, so I'm like, it's kind of expensive, but that was so nice of you to come in. They're like, no, we loved it. Everybody always says that. So anyway, she said to me today, she was like, I kind of felt like it was too soon to come back here. I was like, it's not like we own the restaurant. Like, come back here every week. We don't care. Like, no, it's nice to see you. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, Alex is like on his phone, and he was filling out this survey thing. His trader's application is in. Okay. So I'm sitting there, and she was facing me. Now, we're probably talking 150 feet away. I can see that far away with my contacts in. And so I was like, I think that's the gal that came up to me and said hi to me before. So our friend came up to me at the table and I said, is that the girl that said hi to us? Do you know? And she goes, I don't know, let me go see. And her friend that has real long, really pretty red hair, she was getting coffee. And I was like, but none of them were looking at me. And I didn't want to just go up and be rude, right? So Amy got up to go get coffee, and I said, I was like, I'm gonna go up and I was like, I'm going to go up and go see if this is her. So she's getting, and I was like, if it's her, as soon as I got up to her, I was like, oh, 100%, I know this is her. So I get up to her, and she like turns and she's like, oh my God. And I was like, I thought it was you, Amy, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to. And so then all of her friends stood up. They all introduced me, or she introduced me to everybody. Her friend was hilarious that I met the last time. Okay, so she has all this information to tell me about when she went to see Miranda Sings, when Miranda Sings, Colleen Ballinger, was younger. She's like, oh my God, I've been watching all the videos. I've fallen down the rabbit hole. She was like, I watched all your videos. She told me she's watched all the coverage, all the commentary videos of everybody that's done coverage of Colleen Ballinger. She's like, I have a story to tell too, because she's like, the show that I went to was really uncomfortable. I was like, direct message me. We'll get in contact. We'll do a video. She's really sweet. But this is the girl the birthday girl is the one that was from Centerville, where Tanya's from. Okay. Because I told Tanya later, I was like, oh my God, I told her that you love Centerville, because Centerville's right next to Richmond. So anyway, she went to high school with one of Tanya's nieces. Indiana's small. There are all these kids fishing in the neighborhood today. And it's really cool because this kid's walking down with this fishing pole. Nobody has said anything to them today about the fishing. I think that's really nice. They've been riding their bikes in here. But here's the problem, right? If they don't say something early, then the kids will just start fishing, and then they'll just be like, well, we can fish whenever we want, and then people will go crazy, and they'll be like, we gotta end the fishing. My neighbors next door, okay, I have to tell you a little secret since they're gone now, the ones that moved out, they didn't love the fishing. At first, they didn't care. It was kind of interesting. At first, they didn't care, but then over time, he didn't, but she would say things to me, and I was like, I looked at her one day, and I said, do you really care about the fishing? She's like, I kind of do. She's like, it's kind of like a lot. I was like, it's really only ever 3 or 4 kids, and I think it's real nice. She's like, I just feel like they're in here a lot. But anyway, there's a lot of people that don't like the fishing in the neighborhood. Oh, but pool crew lady number 2's husband, he lets the kids fish off because they're on the lake. He's like, just come and fish in our backyard. He doesn't have a problem with it. So anyway, we're always like, all of us that don't have an issue with it are like, would you rather them do drugs and be in graffiti in the neighborhood? I'd rather them fishing in the neighborhood. I think it's nice, keep them age appropriate, right? So anyway, I'm talking to her. She's got a lot of tattoos. Okay, so she asked me if I could write "be too much" so she could get it tattooed on her arm. Well, she never sent me any pictures. She took pictures on her phone of us last time because I was like, do you want a picture? She was like, yeah, her friend took pictures of us and all this kind of stuff. But she never tagged me. She never took them. So when we left, I was like, oh my God, did a stalker finally get me? Took a picture and acted real nice to me, and then okay, they're doing voodoo pins in it or something like that. So I said to her, I go, well, you never tagged me in any pictures or anything, so I didn't know. That's when I said, the stalker thing. She goes, no. I said, did you get the tattoo? And she goes like this, and I have to tell you, it was the weirdest thing, because first of all, it looked really nice with my writing. But I looked down at it, and I was like, why does that writing, I didn't even connect. I was like, why does that writing look so familiar to me? Y'all, she got a "be too much" tattoo. Can you see this? Be too much. I asked her, this is all her friends' feet right here. They got a picture of all of us together. I don't know if they're going to post it or not. But I said, can I get a picture of us together? And she's like, yeah. I said, do you care if I post it? She's like, no. So, I'm going to cuss over here because I fucking made my day. She was like, and she showed me this tattoo she had right next to it, that her mom said. She's like, I just wanted it as a reminder. I don't even know if I think I heard that from somebody else. It's not like I came up with it. I don't know, but that just meant so much to me. And that was the coolest thing ever. That just was really, really cool. Then the weather's just been beautiful. So everybody say happy birthday to Amy. Amy, girl, come to Cafe Paddock Shoot anytime you want. She told me that they're doing for her birthday. Well, they all have to work. They all work together. So, they were telling me where they work and all this kind of stuff. Her one friend's name is Katie. Katie was so friendly. She went right to my husband. She goes, hi, Alex, how are you? You can tell she had never watched a video of mine until Amy had talked to her about it, because she didn't really know a lot about me, but she was the Tanya Jean of the group. Okay, Tanya's that person. She can meet you in line at the gas station, and y'all are best friends in 2 seconds. Amy's friend Katie was like that. Katie was she walked right up to Alex. She's like, Alex, it's nice to meet. Alex had his back turned. He had no clue any of this was going on, because I had brought her over there because I said I want to show him the tattoo and stuff like that. Somebody is barbecuing and it smells so good. But wasn't that so nice? those 4 gals made my day today. I don't know. It's, you know, if you... I can't even really explain to you what it means to me that somebody wanted something that I've said in a video, even if it was like, you know, something that I heard somewhere else, with my writing as a tattoo. Like, that just means a lot to me. Anyway, so thank you, Amy, if you're watching this. I don't think she watches the vlog. She might. I asked her today. Well, the problem is, we're always there in the last half an hour, and they've been there for a while. And, like, when we got done talking, it was, like, 10 after 3. We were still, like, not the last ones out. When Alex and I left, there were, like, 2 other tables that were still there, so. But anyway, that was such a cool time. That was such a cool day. And then we came home, and then I took the dogs on a walk. They love to go around the tennis court and the grassy little knoll over there, and all this kind of stuff. I don't really want to take them into the woods. I don't want them to, like, get to know the woods area. Oh, okay, so the Christmas tree lady. She's so worried about this Christmas tree. It was kind of out in the open. She didn't put the Mardi Gras beads on there. There's Mardi Gras beads, and there's, like, some other metallic toy. She's like, that's how I, like, kind of was thinking of the idea. She changed the tree. Now the tree is hidden deeper in the woods, okay? Like, she has a new tree. She's like, well, that's not, that metal stuff, like, that has nothing, I have nothing to do with that. She's like, I found a different tree because I don't want to get in trouble for it. I go, you're not going to get in trouble for it. So she found a different tree, and it's, like, deeper in the woods, but it's still on the riverbank. It actually is kind of a nicer area because it's kind of secluded. It looks prettier. It looks prettier. And then it doesn't have any of the metal crap on it. So there's this one tree that has, like, Mardi Gras beads and, like, this one metal ornament, and then hers has all wood ornaments on it. It's really nice. I think I'm going to start putting some more. This is the thing. If I don't tell her, she's so sweet. If I don't tell her, she'll think, like, somebody's doing it and, like, she's so worried about getting into trouble. I'm like, for putting wooden Christmas tree ornaments on a wooden tree? But I wanted to put them on there, like, surprise her, like, but she'll know it's me. But the other thing is, if I do it, I think she might stop doing it. So I want it to be, like, her little thing, so I'm going to let her have that. But isn't that such a cute idea? So, anyway, so yeah, tonight's the Oscars. Last night I was going to watch some of the documentaries, or I was going to watch some of the shorts, and I'll be honest with you, and it was weird, too, because when I got up from my nap last night, I was like, well, I was so excited about the Oscars last night. I don't know why. I was so excited about the Oscars being on tonight. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for the Oscars tonight. I haven't felt like that about the Academy Awards in a long time. But anyway, I honestly don't know that I've ever been, like, this excited about it. Like, no, really. Like, I really am. And, like, not even about the predictions. Like, I could care less if I'm right or wrong about the predictions. You know what I mean? It'll just be fun to watch. Oh, here's one of my favorite couples. These people are so funny. They're the ones that have the little wiener dog, and she's like 15 years old. Their dog's name is like Eloise or Lois or something like that. They walk themselves and they take her. And Otis is so fascinated with her. Walter kind of stands back. But Otis is so fascinated with her, and she has no time for dogs. And Otis will go up and smell her, and she just stands there like this. But he is so funny. I've just started to get to know them, like, in the last year. Like, from them walking around. They don't go to the pool or anything like that. From them walking around and stuff. They're so nice. He is so funny. So sometimes, like, when I'm walking around the neighborhood, like, they're walking with me. And they walk pretty fast. So, like, I'll walk next to them, and he'll be like, so, what are you doing? Where are you going to walk today? And I'll be like, I think I'm going to walk out here and whatever. We'll talk. He kind of reminds me of my dad a little bit. He's super, super funny and super sarcastic. I think if they didn't turn that way, they're going to walk by here literally in about 30 seconds. They must have gone that way, because I can't believe they're not coming by my house yet. They usually walk by here because they live down there. Maybe the dog's peeing or something. She's got on a red raincoat. I want a red raincoat. I think I'm going to get... I do need to get a raincoat, don't I? I want to get... I was going to get one of those Patrick... Oh, there they are. They're not even looking over here today at me. Oh, he's whispering something to... Oh, now he's laughing. Better pick those sticks up! They're picking up sticks. Okay. Oh, he just came... Oh, no. Oh, they were hurrying because my neighbor's coming home. The gardeners, she just pulled in. the neighborhood, she was doing this today too when I was talking to her earlier. So the wind is so heavy, it's blown down like 2 trees in the neighborhood. Everybody keeps on telling me. So they don't say pool crew lady number 1 and number 2, they say their names. But they're like, did you see the tree that went down there? Yeah, Walter and Otis are obsessed with it. And now that they know that the tree's down over there and it hasn't been moved, they pull me over there every day to go see it. Oh my God, when we were coming home today, so there's in between their house, there was this tree, like by the lake, and it fell this way. Oh my God, thank God I didn't fall into either house. It fell right in between their houses. Well, it's this huge tree. Well, everything has been blowing around the neighborhood. And so there's literally like in front of our street, there's all these twigs and stuff like that. So people keep on picking up but they'll pick up like 1 twig at a time. I'm like looking right now and I'm looking at there's probably at least 50 or 60 twigs and they keep on blowing around what's the point? I'm taking my bracelet off. This is kind of driving me crazy. This is a bracelet that Alex got me for Christmas. Not Christmas. Did he get it for me for Christmas or my birthday? It's a Louis Vuitton bracelet and the first one he got me was, I love the Louis Vuitton bracelets, and I actually think that they're really well priced for what you get. I mean, it's really, really heavy. So the first one that he got me, I think he usually gets them for me for my birthday. The first one that he got me was like the Identity Link bracelet. I love it. It's really heavy though, like the chain link one. And then this was the second one. Can I just tell you, I get constant compliments when people are like, that's really, really unique. I'm like, is it? But I get a lot of compliments on this. I love it. I've been wearing a lot of my wooden bracelets too, like my wooded beaded bracelets that I've had for years and years and years. I've been wearing a lot of those recently. I can't believe, I can't believe the battery had on the halfway mark. It did go the halfway mark. I just didn't notice it. So last night, I got up from my nap. I laid in bed for a little bit because the dogs were still sleeping, so I laid in bed for a little bit. Oh, here comes the kid. Did you catch anything? Nothing? There's only 4 million fish in there that we pay to stock. I can't imagine how he didn't catch anything. I think he probably got kicked out. I think he seemed like a real sweet kid though. He was by himself and everything. Well, this is also the other thing is grandparents, I don't know why this is an issue. Grandparents that live in here that let their grandkids go fishing. The rule is, if your grandkids go fishing, you have to go fishing with them. Well, because, not every house is on the lake. We're not on the lake. A lot of us aren't on the lake. So then when they see the kids, whether their grandparents live in here or not, they'll say, my grandma lives in here. She gave me permission. Well, wouldn't you? If you were 10 years old and you lived out there and you wanted to go fishing, wouldn't you say it? I would have. All of me and my friends would have said that. So they don't believe any of the kids. So now it's this whole thing. They're going to start something. Okay, this is how the whole pool thing started. Where at first with the pools, it was these stupid bracelets we had to wear. Laura's grandma used to walk by all the chairs at the pool, and she'd count them. It was these orange bracelets, okay, that said our neighborhood name on it, and you had to have 1 per each person. So I think each house got 5 or something like that. And so you had to keep it on you, and we would never wear them. So we just have them on the chair. We'd be laying there, and she'd be like, then people were so over that then it became these keys, okay? Well, then the keys didn't work half the time. Then they set up alarm systems and now it's why is my nose? Oh, I brought Kleenex because my allergies have been going crazy. Oh my God, did I not bring the Kleenex out here with me? I got a battery. Oh, I was so sure I have dog treats. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay. So then they put up this alarm system. They put up this alarm system and these floodlights that go off once you go in there and stuff. They work half the time they don't. We don't ever know when they work. Laura and I have tested that system out so many times. Sometimes they go off at 10. Sometimes they don't go off at all. Sometimes there's no lights in the pool area. Sometimes there's too many lights. Anyway, but now there's these cards, the pool cards and stuff. But there's also a code. I have the code now. You know how? Because, oh my God, this is so funny. So I was walking the dogs today. So the woman that made the lemon bars for her grandma's going away party. So I'm literally walking the dogs, okay? She pulls up beside me. And I said, hey, how are you doing? And I thought she was going to say something. She's real funny, okay? The woman that walks the dogs. She and that lady are on a mission, okay? She goes, do you know what got sent to me anonymously? I go, what? And she goes, somebody sent me the original bylaws that have the distance from each house and how much of the property line, like, we own publicly and how much is public property. I go, okay. And she goes, so, you know, publicly we only own so much. She only owned like 5 feet behind your house or something like that. The rest of it is supposedly public property. Not of like the world, of the neighborhood, okay? So like my pool crew lady number one's husband's coming on. So like back in the day, like the camera stopped. Back in the day, like I would wake up and Laura's grandma would be standing in our backyard and had every right to do it. People would walk their dogs behind our yard and stuff like that. Like, if I want to go walk behind my neighbor's yard, like, it's not their yard. They only own 5 feet behind it. If I want to go sit, like, on the Gardner Grillers, if I want to go sit on their, like, I would never do this, because it's their backyard. But if I wanted to go sit there in their yard, like, if somebody wanted to come back here, like, 20 feet behind my house and put a blanket down and have a picnic back there, they have every right to do it. And that's so weird. Okay, But they used to walk dogs by the woods back there. Nobody really does that anymore. Now because this area, so the area around the tennis courts and the pool, the trees used to be really close. They cleaned all that out so there's like a big walking area and they put the lights in and stuff like that. It's really nice down there. It's kind of like a park. I love to walk the dogs down there because they love it. But so anyway, what she found out, Lemon Bar Lady, I'm gonna call her Lemon Bar Lady, that the original bylaws, and I was like, I feel like I remember my mom saying something about that because my mom always wanted to get the patio turned into like another room. She wanted like glassed in. And she only had to have the approval of her neighbors. Well, the original bylaws say one thing. So apparently the original bylaws say you only own 5 feet behind, I can't remember how she said it, but like, it is still your property within eyesight that you can tell somebody, like, if you have an issue, like, if somebody would come and say, well, I'm going to hang a bird feeder back there, and I said I don't want it, and it's in the eyesight of my property, like, they would have to take it down, or something like that. So, because of what, I don't know, whatever happened with the building and the thing, I talked to that woman, she's like, I'm not taking it down. She's like, they can hire somebody and come in, and they can try to get the money, they can sue me, I'm not taking it down. She's like, I'm not. She's like, they can take it down and they can put it up for their own cost. She's like, they're going to have to take me to court to do it. It's going to be this huge thing in this neighborhood. But anyway, I mean, like now, it's like, if you read Beyond the Shadows where they're looking at court records and property, it's like, I am so living for this summer. And she's really getting into it. She's like, we found deeds. I go, she got land deeds or something. She goes, how much we really own. The thing that's going to happen is that they're going to have to, rewrite all of the bylaws in the neighborhood if that happens. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like this big deal. But like even if they do that, it's going to take so long. When she wanted her 3 Seasons room done, so she had her attorney look at it. Okay, so when they moved in here, they were told by their real estate agent that they could, no questions asked, build a 3 Seasons room in. They wouldn't have bought the condo if they couldn't have. And so then they moved in here and they said they had to get approval from the HOA. See, back in the day, like, one of the reasons why they moved was because they wanted to add on a room, okay? Like, not a 3 Seasons room, a room. Then they wanted, when they were told they couldn't do that, they wanted the patio taken down and they wanted it just to be cement down there. She would step down. And it was really for the grandkids to play and stuff like that. And that wasn't approved. Back in the day, like if my mom wanted to add on a room, she would have just had to ask them, and they would have, like if they approved it, then she could do it. You only had to ask your neighbors. That's how I thought it was until this happened. I thought that's how it was. So she had her attorney, the gardener, she's smart. She had her attorney, she worked in health insurance law for like her entire life. So she had her attorney look in the bylaws. Well, the bylaws haven't been like changed. They at that time hadn't been changed in forever. This is where it's going to be like a major rehaul in the bylaws. It may not be good for us. It may completely screw us. But whatever. And it's not going to like, they can't double our HOA fees. They'll fire the whole board. People go crazy. Like, I'm talking about it and sharing it on here, but like, there's people in this neighborhood that really like go crazy about this stuff. So anyway, she didn't look at the bylaws, and there was nothing in the bylaws that said, I can't have my 3 Seasons room. She's like, there's nothing in here that says I can't have it. And so, I don't know how she did it, but legally, they had to have it. They had 90 days to rewrite the entire bylaws, have everybody in the neighborhood approve it, and change the bylaws. Well, Lemon Bar Lady was the one that had to, like, get on those bylaws or something at that time. She was, like, on the board at that time or something. Who is this person right here that's pulling in? I've never seen big, huge Lincoln Navigators pulling in the gardener's house. So she was on the board. Well, they had to rewrite the whole bylaws. Well, it didn't even get changed. So she got it in a time. This is the other thing, okay? Every one of these condos, if you walk around the lake, they all have 3 seasons rooms, they all have patios. This one house that I walked by, you should see, the entire side of it is all a glassed-in room. It is gorgeous. It's been added in the last 6 or 7 years. So, like, when I was talking, who was I talking to? I was talking to them, because they've done a lot of construction on their house, outside and inside. And he is so funny, our new neighbors. And he said something about one day about, like, the HOA. Because they had, like, our neighbors had painted their door, previous neighbors, their door and their, like, concrete area. And so they wanted to paint it, like, more neutral and stuff like that, more modern. And he goes, am I allowed to, like, paint the door back to, like, what yours is like and stuff like that? And I said, oh, yeah, like, the neighborhood would probably prefer it. And he goes, who do I ask for that? He goes, or do I need to, or are they going to turn me down? I said, anything that you ask, they're going to say no to. So I would ask for forgiveness. And he goes, forgiveness, not permission? I said, yeah. They asked me the same thing. I said, this is what people are going to start doing. People are just going to start doing stuff. I'm going to. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it. Half the neighbors in here, they do not ask for permission. Like, if I was going to do a major rehaul, like, if I was going to, like, we were going to add on a room, of course you have to ask for that. But, like, I'm trying to think of something you're not supposed to do in the neighborhood. Oh, wind chimes. Like, you're not supposed to have wind chimes in the neighborhood. Or not, you can have them up here, but I think you can't have them out there. Oh my God, everybody has them in their trees, and I'm not asking for permission to do no wind chimes. Somebody wants to come along and pull my wind chimes down, I'll take them, I'll put them back up. Baby, it's gonna be a summer of HOA drama. I cannot wait. Everybody's so excited about the summer. We have a day like this. I told Alex today, I said, you know it's supposed to be like 29 tomorrow. Oh my Lord, it's almost 5 o'clock. Oh my Lord. Who is texting me? Oh, Mel's, I can't, well, she's making them for her friend's birthday. So, hey, how are you? When's pickleball starting? I know. She can't hear me. She was looking over. She's Mel made pot holders, but I can't, because they're for her friend's birthday. Her friend don't watch my channel. I don't think her friend even knows who I am. Let me text her back. Okay. Mel is always crocheting and knitting and stuff. So it's 72 degrees today. High wind warning, and that goes until, is this Wednesday? No, can't be. No, till 10 p.m. tonight. And then tomorrow, are we supposed to have thunderstorms tonight? Yes. Oh, she told me that. My neighbor across the street. Where are we at on time? Windy, strong thunderstorms this evening will give way to steady rain overnight. Damaging winds with some storms. You know what? I need to download some stuff on my iPad. I'll be so mad if the electricity goes out during the Oscars. I'll be so mad. Okay. Windy. I was supposed to get down to 30 degrees tonight. 45-degree drop. Windy, strong thunderstorms this evening will give way to steady rain overnight. Damaging winds with some storms. I already know all my videos to get tomorrow. I got a whole list of all my videos that I'm making for tomorrow, so I'm so excited about it. Okay, Monday, 33 degrees. Why is my nose running so much today? I took my allergy medicine. Alex told me, he said, I don't think that allergy medicine of yours works very well. Okay. Tomorrow, 33. Tuesday, 27. Cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm so not excited for that weather. I don't know. It'd be nice reading weather. And then, what do we have this week? We have therapy. Oh, we have therapy on Tuesday. Here, I have none of my things in the calendar. We have all of Alex's stuff in the calendar. Tuesday. He doesn't have our couples session on here. Oh, because he probably, did he, or does he? Oh yeah, he does. Couples therapy, 6 to 7. Okay. And then he's got things. What has he got on Friday? He's got 2 things on Friday. Because we're not doing Cousin Fun Day on Wednesday, and so I was like, next weekend I'm going to need to run some errands. He's like, that's totally fine. So, who's he got dinner with that night? Oh, Thai Villa. They love that Thai Villa place so much. I can't believe we're going to have storms tonight. I'm kind of excited. Well, the dogs hate it, but I'm kind of excited because then I think I'm going to take them on a walk. And then I'm going to come back, and by then, the vlog should be rendered. I can upload it. I'm going to have to upload it, too, if the wind, because I don't, oh, God, I hope the electricity does not go out. Right now, while I'm thinking of it, so I downloaded my Kindle book. I'm going to replace the light up there. That's 2 things on my weekend list that I did. So, and then I got to start my new computer. And we might start that tomorrow. We might not wait to do that while we're going to have power surges and things like that. Anyway, let me know if you're watching. If you watch, because by the time this will be up at 9:30. If you watch the Oscars, say happy birthday to Amy. If it's anybody else's birthday today, happy birthday to you as well. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. You know it's my favorite day of the week. I hope you're getting rested, rejuvenated, relaxed, and refreshed for the week ahead. The battery is actually flashing red at me, so I ended this right on time. If nobody else has told you today, I love you guys. Make somebody's day today. Amy and her friends made my day today. That was just the coolest thing. Takes very little to make somebody's day and do something kind for somebody and cheer them up. I hope you guys have a fantastic beginning to your week. Tomorrow, I will, of course, see you Monday evening. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy Oscar night.